What is going on, guys? We're here with another one of our first impressions, and this will be for the Venture Cup. And this is actually the last cup of the season and your regional cups, so make sure to definitely get a good team going because you only get one shot at it. So we'll go and dive into it. So this one you have to build a team of 6 consisting of a total of 20 points. You don't have to reach 20, but you have to be at least, or like the most you can have is 20. No dart types, no fairy types, no steel types, no chancy because that would be so stally, and lastly, no megas. But we'll come down here and look in this. We'll switch over to PvP Poke in a second and go look at the rankings. But your 10 pointers, you only got 6 points, or 6 of them. Sorry, I can't talk. Which is Hypno, Lickitung, Altaria, Frostlass, Cresselia, and Alolan Marowak. Now, all of those are really good. The only downside to them is 10 points is half of your team. So the only really viable one you could do there, you could do a 10 and a 6 and then 4 1-pointers, which is not bad because you couldn't even do, or you can do a 10-4 and then 4 other 1-pointers. You can't actually do a 10-4-4 because you won't have enough team members because everything else is at least 1 point, not 0. Then the 6 points you got Lapras, Dugong, Snorlax, Dragonair, Politoed, Kingdra, Vigoroth, Medi, Regirock, Deoxys, Munchlax, Licky, Jellicent, Galvantula, and Talonflame. So some pretty good mons in there. With steals and fairies not being in this cup, dragon moves go basically unresisted by like everything. So that's something to really think about there. Because even I would go on and say just hunch. Most people are probably going to have a dragon type user, and even if they don't have a dragon type user, most people are going to have an ice type user just to be that check to the dragons. And your prominent ones will probably be Frostlass, Abomasnow. I'm probably forgetting one right now. You got Celio too, Dugong, Lapras. Dugong will probably be your most common one you'll see. Celio is always good, but Dugong will probably be the most common one. Again, I'm just not big on the whole spending 10 points on one of these. I mean, they're all good. Altaria is really good. It's just, I don't know if you can warrant spending 10 points on it. I'm sure some people will, and I'm sure, some people find a way. But anyway, let's go on and go to the 4 points. You got your Machamp, Haunter Gengar, Dragonite, another Dragon Breath user, Mew, Lantern, Wobbuffet. First time I think he's been legal in like forever, since XL candies came out. Manton, Swampert, Pelipper, Zangoose, Whiscash, Cradily, Dusclops. Not really sure why Dusclops is there. I mean, it has a pretty good matchup against the other ghosts and psychics, I suppose, and fighters. But I'm not sure if it's that good. Tropius, on the other hand, really good. Celio, XL, Pachirisu, Drifblim, Abomasnow, Crustle, Stunfisk, Goodra. So hopefully you get enough candies for those if you really want to run it. Alolan Graveler. Not Alolan Golem, though. So 3-point difference for the change. And they both kind of do similar but separate things. And then you have a Sirfetch'd. So now that we've done that, we'll go over here. I'm not going to go dive into all the 1 points because, man, I would literally take forever because that's a ton. Let me actually go to the Venture Cup. And let us see what the top 10 are. You got Lickitung XL, of course. Really good. Regirock, Cresselia, Licky, Frostlass, Mew, Hypno, XL, Pachirisu, Castform Snowy. Your top 1 point right there. It's pretty one-dimensional, but is pretty bulky. Really wish it got something else other than Blizzard. You got Munchlax, Deoxys, Defense. Haven't seen that in a while. Dugong, Abomasnow, both normal and shadow. Snorlax, Altaria, Castform, Jellicent, Snorlax, and Whiscash are your top 20. I'm not really going to go in farther down. I will say the ones that have stood out to me the most. Obviously, the best 10-pointer right now looking like is Lickitung, best 6-pointer. Regirock, the 4-pointer being Mew. and then Cast Swarm picking up the top one for that. Some interesting picks. It seems top meta is, of course, top meta. But I really think you will definitely see some ice types being up there at the top. Like, let's see. So, Celio's up there, not too high, but he is definitely there. I mean, you can use Shadow Lapras if you care to, but I mean, I'd rather just use normal Lapras. I'm sure the matchups change a little bit. It probably can farm a bit more with some. Actually, normal Lapras actually has a better matchup against Frostlass and Altaria, which is interesting. I don't know why you would use Shadow over normal. Regice, again, a 1-point ice type, but if you're going to use Regice, I mean, it has pretty good coverage with Earthquake, but you probably do better just use the 1-point Cast Swarm. Does better. Like I said, still hoping one day that Cast Swarm gets a better secondary move. As far as probably a Dragon Breath user and an Ice type user, I'm assuming you'll probably have an anti-psychic somewhere. Whether it's probably going to be a ghost since there's no darks. That's really the only one. There are some normals, like you got Lickitung and Licky Licky, Munchlax of course, Snorlax. Those all kind of are anti-ghost as well, or anti-psychic, anti-ghost too. I'm sure you'll have a fighter, just because there's, again, a lot of normal types. There are some ice types. Frostlass being the only one that doesn't take super effective damage from counter users. So there's that to think about. That's just kind of like my first look at what I think they'll build. Pachirisu being up here, it's an electric type, but there's not like any electric types in this cup that are like viable. And there's Pachirisu, there's Lantern and Galv. I guess I can't say that. I forget about them, but I crossed over them because they didn't pop up yellow. And a Alolan Graveler too. Golem falls all the way down here just because I guess rock damage is more needed than electric damage. I do like Alolan Graveler. It's been fun to use. Galvantula is good too. I guess we'll look over to the top leads. Let me not look at this. Let's just see what top leads are looking like. Lickitung, Mew, Graveler, interesting. Haunter, Zangoose, Regirock, Gengar, Talonflame, Licky Licky, Snorlax. Most of these, I guess, because you can get shields real easy. You really don't want to take a wild charge from Mew. Bodies, Lickitung is just kind of safe in general. Graveler, you don't want to take a Stone Edge. Shadow Balls from Haunter. Gengar, Close Combat from Zangoose. Regirock, of course, you don't want to take anything from it. Talonflame with energy advantage can literally snowball an entire team. So I think Rocks and Electrics would definitely be your main counter for Talonflame. Well, of course it would, but I mean mainly that would be your main reason to bring it. Your closers, people better against no shields. It's pretty similar to the same as leads. People that can just do a ton of damage. They have a high charge move, a lot of damage. Your best switches in this cup so far, Mew, because people really don't know what you're going to run. Frostlass, Cresselia, Lickitung. A lot of the 10-pointers are safe swaps. Gudra with Dragon Breath as well. Be interesting. Gyarados up here, a Dragon Breath user that is not a dragon. Let's see actually. Let's see. Do I have to space it? Oops. One too many. So let's look at the top. Actually, let's just look at the top Dragon Breath. So you got Altaria, Gudra, Dragonair, Dragonite, Gyarados, Kingdra, Latios, and Charizard. Of course, Shelgon, but I wouldn't go that far. I'm not even sure you would really use Charizard in this situation. Gyarados might have some playable matchups in there. Actually beating 3 of the top 10 matchups, but loses to Frostlass up there. So yeah, Dragon Breath is just really good neutral damage. Nothing resisted. Surprisingly not higher, but I guess it's just because points. Gudra is looking pretty good right here. Pretty balanced. Muddy Waters will come decently fast. I'm pretty sure it's similar energy to Surf. Not 100% sure. I think it might be a little bit more energy. But let's go on and go into the Chargers. We're going to take away Dragon Breath and just see who is the best with a energy advantage. Of course, Frostlass always, Blim, Mew, Gengar, and so if anybody have these energy advantages, you probably don't want to switch into it. Then attackers, best ones are taking shields, just because you don't really want to miss. I don't know why we got weird numbers here. Oh, I don't know why when I accidentally clicked that off. Lickitung, Wobbuffet, Pachirisu, all those XLs. If you got them, use them. Now's the time. You get one last shot at it. And then who's the most consistent? It's usually just most consistent moves. Like you ain't got a bait. Yeah. It's just quick, fast move damage, stuff like that. And I really don't look at consistency that much. But that is all for right now. And we'll probably have it'll be a light team building episode over this weekend, I would say. Just because I've got to build my own team. I got my own regional invite. I really need to put time into that, so might just kind of cover the people that are the main points. Like cover all the 10 points, the 6 point, 4 points. I'm not going to go into the 1 point users. Just kind of go over like what their role is. We'll see. I haven't thought all the way through it. But just want to say thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys.